Hi, welcome to the channel. Today topic is, you already got it, democracy. Peace and blessings and protection. Things first, I want to read the meaning of democracy to you guys so you can get the full understanding of it. Um Democracy. I think I had wanted to do the overall one. Okay. Is a form of government in which the people have the authority to deliberate and decide legislation or choose governing officials to do so. Democracy. Control organization or group by majority of its members. Democracy. Let's say it straight. Okay, so we already did the talk about segregation. We already know what it means. If you don't, please go back to the vid, look it up so you can catch up. We talked about separation, which separation stems off the basis of segregation and discrimination. Got where I'm going? Great. Then we come into democracy. I already told you what democracy, the English terminology meaning. How did I get there? Glad you asked. Discrimination pertaining to the people, like your haters. Listen, it's a group of people. A lot of people call them haters. What else they call them? Jawjackers, all that stuff. You know what I'm talking about. Um, mm, 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 mm. So the people that don't have self-respect, they are in the organization, and it's technically considered democracy. Okay, against human nature. Got where I'm going? Perfect. Against the nature of a congregation, like minded individuals with self respect, morals, integrity, values, etc., etc., etc. Thank you. Peace and blessings and protection. A congregation against good people. Now, what would we consider good people? Think about it. Good people technically are those who don't go out their way to piss a person off, pretty much. A person that doesn't go look for trouble. A person who has their moral values, integrity, principles, etc., etc. The congregation. So now look, we got segregation, discrimination equals into created a base form that's considered democracy. What a hypocrisy, huh? The hypocrisy of it. To go against another set of people, good people, value. People of value. Oh, the hypocrisy of the bullshit. Mm-mm-mm. Now, it's very important for you to realize that discrimination created crime. Yes, it created crime because if you go back to the separation, when segregation kicked in, it caused a separation to a discrimination, and it created jealousy, hatred, bitterness, disrespect, notification, and on all that, in all this creation, in all the I don't want to say bullshit, in all that entanglement, it created crime against good people. Peace and blessings and protection. That's law as well. Okay, so you can go and search up judicial court information. Got where I'm going? So right now I'm teaching from a logical, lawful aspect. Got where I'm going? Physical. All that people, certain ones, because that is a separation. Remember, I mean, it's a separation. In all honesty, you gotta look at the positive side of it, because now you know who not to be bothered with. Got where I'm going? To keep peace. People don't. Let me tell you something. People don't get that. If a person do you wrong, you can take that in a positive aspect and stay away from them, and it still create peace. Got where I'm going? I'm here, but not for long, because they have to answer to karma. You reap what you sow, etc., etc. Peace and blessings and protection. So he created crime, which they made it a law. And then they have this thing considered as law abiding citizen. What is a law abiding citizen? A good person. Can't make it up. Pull it up. Look it up. Law abiding citizen is a person of good statute. Look it up. I'm hearing humanitarianism, like a person that's connected to the humans. We respect, care, comfort, embrace, protect, etc., etc., etc. Got where I'm going? That's considered a congregation. Then we have democracy, or the people who's going to go against what we want. But it won't work. All of that created crime. Peace and blessings and protection. It created crime toward humanity. And when I say humanity, you be like, humanity? Yeah. You, me, them. Like, it really is like, I'm hearing staging war, if that make any sense to you. Like, if you could if you could articulate what I'm saying, because it's really just plain knowledge. Speaking on a geographical department, if you get where I'm going, because it's considered structure. Now, yesterday I had a situation. Well, not me. Someone else had a situation. And what happened was he tried to govern himself over me. Not gonna happen. In the most disrespectful way. And what I did was I challenged whoever he thought he was. State of Louisiana, and really all over the world, to be honest with you, they do have a law that says stand your ground law. Now listen, stand your ground law has people carry weapons or whatnot, but stand your law, stand your ground, stand your law. Meaning, if that's your law, if that's what you are, you stand there and you protect it. So it has stand your ground. You don't have to have a gun to stand your ground, right? Stand your ground really has nothing to do with a gun. But they had to do that to make sure that police are able to carry weapons as well. Got where I'm going? Peace and blessings and protection. So I had to stand my ground with my truth, who I am, my voice, peace and blessings and protection. And it jittered him, per se. And what he was doing was trying to create crime, trying to verbally assault me. Got where I'm going, which is a crime. I'm gonna tell you an old ancient parable. If you don't have nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. Now, how we know what's good to say? We don't want to say nothing to a person to hurt them. Got where I'm going? And they tried to form a democracy against me. All I'm doing was minding and attending to my own business. Got where I'm going? The democracy that they tried to create wasn't gonna work. Because I'm gonna tell you something. The truth. Let me tell you about the truth. Hear me good. The truth is law. That's what the law was based off. Truth, facts, substantial evidence. Got where I'm going? Peace and blessings and protection. So they formed, well, I was in their congregation in the building. You feel me? And I presented myself pertaining to business. And this guy came out, Union National Insurance, located in Hammond, Louisiana on Club Deluxe. Got where I'm going. I can't think of his name. Tried to switch some paperwork. Boy, you got the woman, whoever was in they must be insane. That's all I knew. Peace and blessings and protection. And I had to call the authorities. I had to learn. In other words, I have been falsely accused multiple times because a person discriminating against me, not liking me. Got where I'm going? And to be a part of that good buddy law system. You know, you have a friend that's per se a police officer, and you can call them and lie on someone, and they will come running good buddy law system. Doesn't it, they try to make it work, but it's not going to go against God's people. Got where I'm going? Peace and blessings and protection. And so when this organization, their democracy, and wasn't treated respectfully. And I'm gonna tell you something about that. You want to always keep your composure and clear mind. Stick to the facts. Got where I'm going? So I had to call the authorities because people always calling me with the fake news. Let me call with the real news. Got where I'm going? So the officer came and I introduced myself and let him know it was I that called him, not them, so he can assist me. Because I called him for his assistance. Because I don't know who the hell that man thought he was talking to, but I knew something wrong with him. I gotta keep it real. You get what I'm saying? And they found fault in their error. And like I told them, well, that's why I speak to the higher hierarchy, because with you being on the low realm, you can't give me the acknowledge. You know what I'm saying? Because I already have the acknowledge. I know that that's not right what they're saying. Got where I'm going? So I'm gonna need someone over this whole organization to come and get at your girl. Come holler at me. Conduct business. And what he said was, with a nasty attitude, Well, I'm gonna take you back there with him. Now you grab your money and come on. The hypocrisy notification. And I inclined didn't even look his way, y'all. This is real. This is real fast. I didn't even look his way. And I turned to him and told him this. No, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and park my truck. And then I'm going to come back in here. Whoo, and let you do your job. When I said that, his body structure, body language, I could tell he was having a meltdown. Got where I'm going? But you must always conduct yourself in the highest, respectfulest way. Got where I'm going? You're free to say whatever you want to say. Freedom of speech. In my DNA, and it's part of the law. Got where I'm going? Period. Love like joy. And now I have equity in this company because I've been putting money into it. Makes me have equity in their company, their business. And I had never met this man before. And when his body language, he said, well, then I ain't gonna take you can't come back in. And I told him, I said, do you know who you're talking to? Sometimes you gotta ask a person that, y'all, listen, I have an auntie. Her name is Miss Cryer. We're gonna leave it like that. My auntie, is the type of person which I love. Peace and blessings and protection for my auntie, Miss Cryer. My auntie is like, you must don't know who you're talking to. Like, you got to be confused. Long live my auntie. Peace and blessings and protection. I love my baby. And I have to look at that fool. I'm being real. Do you know who you're talking to? Are you lost? Got where I'm going? You must have a bad day at home. But I didn't. Because his body language told me he must be having a horrible day at work. Something's going on in his household. He's not happy. He's not being fulfilled. He just don't even want to be at work. But you're going to take your frustration. And I'm going to tell you something else. Frustration out of another person. I'm going to tell you this. Everyone that I'm hearing favoritism, try to call themselves playing favoritism, the good buddy law system, that's what it is. Like, I know right off the hat, I'm talking about, I know that they're not happy in their home. Because if you're happy, you're a happy person, you're happy in your home, like, that's not your first initial response to a person or first encounter. First introduction should be. So I did the next best thing. And he got that little nasty attitude. You know what I told him? I said, you're willing to disrespect a person that's been dealing with y'all for over 15 to 20 years? You want to deny me? And I putting money in this business, so therefore I have equity in here. You're going to try to disrespect me, and you're going to call yourself trying to discriminate, because it falls upon discrimination, because see, I know what discrimination is. You get where I'm going? Peace and blessings and protection. And I told him, you're trying to deny me my constitutional rights. I tell you what, go look up all your rights. I already told you what's going on. He discriminated against me because he was having a bad day. None of my business. Got where I'm going? Peace and blessings and protection. So with him discriminating me because he was feeling some type of way, and he called himself, he attacked me verbally. They call their obscene language. Got where I'm going? See, when it comes to democracy and discrimination, is very important for you to know. Hear me good. Listen close. Obscene language, a verbal threat, or if a person pose a threat, or etc., if it's true. Got where I'm going? You can't make up stuff because it comes back on you. So you cannot you cannot take the law in a sense as far as trying to create or falsifying information. Got where I'm going? Peace and blessings and protection. And I'm here, it's in his DNA, so he must do this a lot with a lot of other people, which is disrespectful. So I'm like, you are verbally, I told the officer, like, verbally attacking me, which is verbally assaulting me. It's an assault. He was like, yeah. I was breaking down to the police, like I'm telling you, he was like, yeah. How do you, I said, and I looked at him. He said, yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. And I said, I know because I study law, and with me calling you here, got where I'm going? Because he's a man, a weak man, trying to take a little old girl like me. Got where I'm going? Peace and blessings and protection. He must be out of his mind. He needs to. So I did my report. Because I'm about business. And I actually had the officer escort me back in there. Because I'm a queen. You can't be around me like that. I got to have security around me. In the physical and spiritual too, baby. And the officer said, I'm going to go in here. And I was like, sure. I said, and if they are trying to dispute anything I said, they have a camera in that office. Ask them to view it. Well, the man came out, the officer, Mr. Officer Anthony, from Hammond Police Department. He was very nice. He came out, he said, yeah, they made a mistake. They're getting it situated now. You know what I told him? That's not the problem. I said, that's not why I called you here. I say, that's what I told them. They had a problem. Miscommunication somewhere. Well, it wasn't really even miscommunication. It was some illegal paperwork documentation that they did. And they got it right. I said, but that's not why I called you. I said, I called you because I'm a woman that was verbally attacked and insulted by a man with low morals. No morals, no integrity, low self-esteem. And he was creating crime. And that's why I call the law. Peace and blessings and protection. That fool was committing a crime. I can't make this up. Committing a crime against human nature. Insecure bastard. I gotta keep it real. That was my Uncle James. Peace and blessings and protection for my Uncle James. Long live him. James Howard. Ike Kelly. That's what his name is. That's what it's going to be when I call it out. My uncle used to call, his favorite word was bastard. Now, when I said to like some of my cousins, I only have one cousin I say it to, but me and he'll be joking, But the terminology of bastard is a person acting like a person. Well, I want to say this word because it's the truth. He was acting like a nigga. Let me tell you what nigga means. Nigga. Let me tell you what it means. A nigga can be any skin texture. It's the way you act. Got where I'm going? A fool, a bastard, a nigga. Now, if you study, they have a word called negus, Negus. Go look it up, and then you'll see the difference. Peace and blessings and protection. And I told that officer, which was Caucasian, which it didn't matter, but preferences matter. I told him, I say, he was acting like a nigga. He looked at me. I said, yeah. He was acting like a nigga. The way you carry yourself, the way you position yourself, the way you conduct yourself. He was acting like a nigga. He said, well, he apologized. He sent his apologies. You know what I told him? No. Unacceptable. I told him, you know why? Because if he was man enough to come and try to dishonor and disrespect me, and then he's not man enough to come back and come back and apologize like a man, then no. He has to answer. Got what I'm saying? Because then I start considering other people. Like who else he have done this to. Peace and blessings and protection. I'm hearing a lot, not a few. Listen, so let me tell you this. I'm teaching from a spiritual, physical, mentally, emotional peace and blessings and protection. Got where I'm going? And it's logical. Now, when I raise my voice, y'all know I'm just passionate, okay? He was raging war, creating a crime, and was trying to go on a crime spree. So the higher authority figure stepped in. I told him, what? You must be going crazy. You don't know where you at? Conduct yourself. Peace and blessings and protection. Segregation caused a separation that created discrimination that set up a base for democracy against human nature. The congregation of good people. Got where I'm going? To go against the congregation of good people. And let me tell you something, with all that discrimination created crime. Because let's keep it real, it's all about respect. Remember, peace and blessings and protection. That's law. Statutes. Look them up. Do some observations for yourself. And you got where I'm going? Got the notification. I'm gonna tell y'all this real talk. Like, I study law, which I really ain't have to study. Got where I'm going? Because it's normal. It's natural. These are natural things. These are natural. Peace and blessings and protection. This is what humans are supposed to be doing. Respecting one another. But you can't respect someone if you don't have that self-respect for yourself. I'm going to leave that alone. Peace and blessings and protection. I'm going to also explain to you what a democracy is. I know you hear the notifications. Let me give you an example of segregation. Let me give you some names. Peter and Paul. Peter and Paul gets along. Okay, they're okay with each other. Peter and Paul might have a disagreement, right? Instead of talking it out to keep mutual respect. Peter don't want to do that. Okay. Segregation, meaning there's a understanding. Then it calls separation. Got where I'm going? Keep up. In that separation time, Peter or either Paul will run and say something, and etc., etc. Now, the intention is the thing. Peter might go run and say something, but the intentions aren't to harm no one. That means a person trying to tear down your character. Got where I'm going? Then Paul might run over here. It's all about your intentions, right? Paul might run and not bring a conversation up to just get enlightenment on it, and don't really speak bad, just trying to look for clarity. The intentions are still pure. Got where I'm going? The discrimination comes in whenever Paul or Peter come around that other one, and they have some other meanings around, and then they start not liking Peter or Paul. Got where I'm going? It is considered discrimination, which created a democracy. You're gonna have a democracy over here. Okay, just say Peter has a democracy. Paul has a democracy, but Paul all by himself. Got where I'm going? Peace and blessings and protection. Intentions are clear. So what happens is, now that there's a democracy going against human nature, a person mores in respect, peace, love, light, joy, strength, etc., 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 which calls a congregation to go against good people, God's people, etc., etc. The congregation to go against a good person. But either they know or don't know, or either they know and don't care. Either way, it doesn't matter, because you're doing what you're doing. The discrimination created a crime. Got where I'm going? Toward a person who didn't do anything to harm a person. Peace and blessings and protection. And then you start looking into law. What's law? Statutes. You know what I'm talking about. You have your spiritual laws, physical laws, book laws, etc., etc., logical, morals, integrity, values, principles. Those are, that's the law. Your morals, your values, your principles, your integrity, etc., 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 your peace, etc., etc. People are waging war against people that they don't have no reason to wage war against. Seems like I'm teaching now, am I preaching? Nevertheless, I will keep going. It's a divine. So, what's law? Peace and blessings and protection. I'm going to tell you what law is. Law is karma. Got where I'm going? Law, karma is an establishment. Got where I'm going? That was built off principles, morals, values, class, etc., etc., etc. I'm hearing home training as well. That's where you get it from, your home training, etc., etc. Peace and blessings and protection. That's your law. Actually, that's the law that was sent here for all inhabitants of the earth. Peace and blessings and protection. With the establishment, it started let me see. I want to say creating, branches. It started having branches. Peace and blessings of protection. And most would call that jurisdictions. Got where I'm going? So in certain jurisdictions, with them not abiding by the law, they would treat this person one way and treat another person that way, but they all doing the same thing. Got where I'm going? Which would make it an injustice to humanity. Peace and blessings and protection. And all that's a crime. Because I'm going to tell you why. Constitutional says they must respect everyone's way of life, religion. What is your religion? To tell the truth. Whew. Let me tell you something. I can't make this up. People can play all day long. Peace and blessings and protection. You cannot beat the truth. This is my cousin. He's going to have to wait. And I know he's been eager to call me. He'll call me back. So I'm going to wrap this up as this goes through. You cannot beat, stop, hurt, try to push away the truth. The truth sustains. That's why they call it truth, facts, substantial evidence. And guess what? They will bring witnesses in. Peace and blessings and protection. But one thing they cannot deny and get around is the truth. So peace and blessings and protection for y'all. I know my cousin about to call back because that's what he gonna do regardless. Thank you for joining me on the discussion, the topic of democracy. I hope that that's been very enlightening to you guys, that you got the sense of me communicating with you guys so you guys can learn. So that way when you're going somewhere around people and et cetera, you'll actually know the do's and don'ts and look out with it. You know what I'm saying? Peace and blessings and protection. It's all about healing with me. It's all about encouraging, motivating, lifting up, and spreading the gospel. Got where I'm going? So yeah, so I love y'all. Peace and blessings. Namaste. Take care. Enjoy your weekend. And be blessed.